10 years of box color. Can you absolutely believe this? 10 years she's been coloring her hair black.
Hey everybody, welcome to Hair Tunes, raw, real, and diverse hair education, tips, and tricks. Please don't forget to like and subscribe.
Hey YouTube land. Now first off, I know this content isn't like the right screen size, but it's old, but I cannot not let you guys see this content. It is valuable content. So you can see that she has some very inconsistent application because she's been applying it herself for 10 years. Now, I know that there is not 10 years of color on her hair, but she has been doing it for 10 years. So you can see she just applied mostly to the top where she could see. So in the back, we have a lot of holes, as we'll call it. Now, I'm not shaming my client for using black box color, but I definitely want to help her get it out. So at this time when we did this, we're using Malibu Color Disruptor, and I would apply this for 25 minutes underneath the dryer. We've changed the process since then where we just apply Color Disruptor and put CPR over it directly. But right here, I'm going to put Color Disruptor on. I'm going to put it underneath the dryer with a cap for 25 minutes, pull it off, and then I'm going to put CPR over it. So you're going to see me do that. So here's the Color Disruptor. I'm pulling that off, and it's just like an alcohol-based, helps break up color molecule a little bit more. Now I'm going to apply Malibu CPR. It's all vitamin C technology. There's no persulfates in there. It's just going to help reduce the size of the color molecule. And we're going to process that under a very hot dryer. I'm talking perm settings, guys. They creep out. I push it down. I said, don't try and sneak out because I'm going to cram it down even more. Now, this is a big, big, big thing here, okay? So this is Malibu CPR. Look at all that pigment I'm pulling off, okay? So it is not going to lighten her base. So now you are the color remover, and we are going to shampoo that 3 times with Malibu Undo Goo. So now you can see all of the buildup. So now she pulled her color through a lot. So a lot of times the pulling through the color is going to create a buildup of color on her ends. So that's going to cause a huge issue when I go to lighten. So you could see right there where she didn't do a lot of pulling through, and then where it was only hit like once or twice or not at all. And then you could see the buildup of color on her end. So you can see the big difference. So you can see her natural level right there. And that did not affect her natural level whatsoever. And now you can see her underlying pigment. So when you use 20 volume with something, it's going to lift your hair 2 levels. So it's going to leave underlying pigment. So the next day she came in and I said, girl, we are going to be here for like 3 more days. Let me cut some more length off because this is just going to take forever. So she did. So we cut a whole bunch of length off. And now I'm going in with Matrix Color Eraser. I heard it was the bomb for black hair dye. So it doesn't matter if you use black hair dye from the store or professional. Black is black, and black is the darkest color ever, and it has the most pigment. And it is a biatch to get off, okay, guys? So it's going to suck regardless if it's professional or not. And actually, I'm kind of glad that it was boxed because the application wasn't as thorough and it was easier for me to get off. So here I am just working this color eraser through, and I am like basically platinum carding it. So I'm just hitting the spots where the most black is. And I'm just working it through with my hands. And a platinum card is where we just put a foil on top of a foil on top of a foil, and we put every hair in a foil. So I let this process, like I said, for 45 minutes. And of course I used Olaplex with it. Now, in retrospect, would I have used this product? No, I wouldn't have. I didn't think it was all that great, but yet it was gentle enough. So I actually had to do this twice. This service took 2 days. This was 8 hours right here. And at the time I charged $100 an hour. Now I charge $130 an hour. So you can do the math. So here's the first sesh where we pulled out all the foils, and now we're going to rinse her, and you're going to see all that buildup of black color that she had on her head here in a second. And it was a lot. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to rinse her, and we're going to give her an Olaplex treatment for 10 minutes with number 2. And now here we go again with her second application. Now here I'm going to go through and do the same exact thing that I did again, but I am not going to hit those like level 6 spots. And I'm just going to hit the darker spots of her hair. Like you can see the difference where she had like no lift and then a lot of lift and then like the buildup of color on her ends. And here I'm using Oligo Pro, which is a little bit harsher. Well, more of a stronger, not harsher. Just and by the way, she had a major jelly head, and I always tell her every time I do her hair, tight like a tiger, girl, because she's always like a weeble wobble. Anyways, so I'm just going to go ahead and do that all over again. And I'm going to platinum card her whole head again. Now, here we go. All right, guys, here's underlying pigments. Now, everybody goes red, everybody goes yellow. And this is where we landed, between a 6 and a 7. So now I got to neutralize these tones. So this is as light as we got her after 2 applications of lightener. Even though the Soul Coat was a color remover, it still is a persulfate. So we went in with Pulp Riot, and we use the matte line, which is a green base, and across the color wheel from red is green, and that's what's going to neutralize it. Now, it's not going to make it ash, it's just going to neutralize it. So we went with a 6-7 on her hair to neutralize it and make it more of just a neutral brown. Now, all the people were like, she should have been blonde after all this. No, she shouldn't have. I am a low and slow kind of gal, and I am not going to push the hair. I am not going to fry it. I will let you know as of today, Alexa is blonde. She is very blonde. And she's actually coming in next month, because that's the next time I have time for her, because I'm a very busy stylist. But she is now blonde, and she is very happy, and she doesn't have to color her hair every week. So yes, so here we are just combing all that color through. I'm using like 10 volume. And it was a very slow process to get her through all this, but we finally did it. And her color comes out amazing, guys. I can't wait for you to watch it. Her hair felt great after this. I am not about frying anybody's hair to get them to their desired result. If that's the kind of stylist you're looking for, I'm not the stylist for you. I'm all about low and slow and healthy hair. And that's why I use Malibu C and Olaplex. And guys, here it is. Here's the final result. It is absolutely beautiful and amazing. Her hair felt beautiful. The shine is incredible. She was so happy with the results. She's a client for life. Guys, I thank you. And if you find value in my content, please like, subscribe, share the results. I appreciate you guys all. Again, Elyse Rox, thanks so much for watching. Have a great one, guys.